In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's go. Hey, blow that chat up. You already know, man. We back for another brainstorming session. Hey, we get together every single Wednesday, man. I shout out, basically, definitely shout out to everybody who's been supporting us and hopping on, and especially all our special guests, man. We got another special guest this evening for you guys. So you already know we always got some gems to drop. Speaking of dropping, man, drop them comments, man. Make sure you guys post your websites, post your social medias, introduce yourself, tell us what you do, and make sure you guys like and subscribe to live. Make sure you guys share as well. We is live on Instagram, YouTube, and Mob TV. So shout out to everybody who's been rocking with the mob this far, man, and everybody who's been just tapping in, utilizing all of the resources that we providing you guys. It's always a journey, especially when it comes to entrepreneurship. It's always a journey. Make sure you guys check out some of the key features when it comes to becoming a member for the Bob or affiliate. We definitely got a big shout out to our members and affiliates. You can definitely go on our website at www.masterourbusiness.com and check out some of the key features. Um, as well as definitely log in to Mob TV, where we got a bunch of content on there, from event recaps, brainstormer recaps, our standing on business webinar recaps. We got some exclusive interviews on there. We got a bunch of stuff on there, so make sure you guys like and subscribe and watch Mob TV, man. We got a lot of great content on there for you guys. And make sure you guys check out our merchandise, man, on our online marketplace. We got a bunch of dope merch, from hats to shirts to hoodies, windbreakers. As you guys can see, we even got baby clothes. So make sure you guys check out our marketplace and check out some of the merch on there as well, man. As well as make sure you guys definitely check out our resource center right on our home page on masterourbusiness.com. We got a bunch of great resources, from our ebooks, as well as some grants on there for you guys to get. So definitely make sure you guys apply yourself. I know we all can use some extra funding. Shout out to Skip. They've been doing some great things as far as getting different businesses funded. So yeah, make sure you guys sign up for their grants. Join their lives every Tuesday and Friday, and hey, you may be that lucky winner. Um, Also, make sure you guys check out the last recap from our Standing on Business webinar. Shout out Mr. Fix It. He's always dropping some jewels every first Thursday of the month. So make sure you guys check out the recaps, and make sure you guys register for the next Standing on Business webinar. I know he's going to be actually giving away some great things, and he always dropping jewels, man. Definitely, shout out to Mr. Fix It. He's always doing some great things for the community as far as getting his hip on his financial literacy, man. That's what it's all about. And we also are working on organizing our STEM workshops. So if you know anybody that want to participate, any sponsors, any potential investors, anybody that can help us get it off the ground and get it in different cities and states, and also countries. We're actually aiming to do some workshops outside the U.S. as well. So make sure you guys hit us up. I can send you that landing page with all the details on it. But this is something that I've been wanting to do for a minute now, because I just feel like we have to get more into STEM. We have to incorporate more STEM initiatives, more STEM workshops, especially for the youth. So this is going to be something that we do for all ages, and it's gonna also be fun. It's gonna be very interactive. We're gonna have some great special guests, some great panels, and some great activities that we're gonna be doing during the workshop as well. And if you guys know any, definitely let us know. Definitely take advantage of our affiliate program. It's good to bring more people into the fold. and provide more resources for them. So make sure you guys check out our affiliate program. We're always looking for more partners. And definitely make sure you guys take advantage of our raffle. We're gonna, you know, we're gonna be pretty much picking out a winner every last Wednesday of the month. And yeah, it's for a chance to win a free membership and some free resources. So if you have a brand, if you have a business, if you have products, make sure you guys take advantage of our raffle. So again, like I said, man, if you tuned in, if you already tuned in, make sure you guys drop them comments in the comment section, man. Let me see them websites. Let me see them social medias. And follow somebody else's social media. You just never know who you may be able to connect with on this live. And that's what it's all about, connecting with, like-minded individuals. So let me see them websites. Blow up the chat. Blow up the chat. Let's do it. I'm going to be bringing on our special guest. This guest is super special because, like I said, when it comes to STEM, when it comes to sustainability, it's super important for us to get, more into that element when it comes to, really just sustaining ourselves and building our own community. So, um, we got a real special guest that's gonna really kind of drop some jewels on that. And so and she's been doing her thing for a minute. We've been knowing each other for almost a half a decade. So she's definitely the real deal, man. I want to definitely bring up our special guest, Miss Carolyn Mitchell. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Throw them fire signs.
Hello.
Them
Hello,
fire.
hello, hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Can
Yes,
y'all hear
ma'am.
me good?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Great, great, great. Hello, hello. I am the beautiful Carolyn Mitchell. I am the founder and formulator of the Natural Way 365 product line and the Natural Way 365 farms. I am a formulator. I am a farmer. I am a herbalist. I am a holistic consultant. Just to name a few things that I do, I'm all things entrepreneur. I wear many, many hats, but I definitely advocate for sustainability and farming and being healthy and putting good things in our body and knowing where it comes from. So that is a little bit about me and what I do.
Most definitely, most definitely. So, how did you even get into this industry? Give us a little behind the scenes on how did this even come about? How did you get into sustainability? How did you get into owning your own farm and just being natural?
I mean, this journey started many, many, many years ago out of a necessity. Um, Back when I was pregnant with Gesturon, a little bit before then, I could not afford like hair care products that were on the line and different hair care products that was on the market, and I had to find some type of solution because my daughters have really long, thick hair. So I started creating hair products and I was just making it for my girls. And then it turned from my girls to my family, and everybody's hair is growing wild and long and thick and luscious. And my husband kept saying, you got to bottle up that hair crack. And eventually that's what we did in 2017. And the Natural Way 365 product line was born. And then shortly throughout that journey, I started to become more aware and concerned of not only what was going on my body, but what was going in my body. So that led me to dive in deeper into different health options. I was overweight at this time back in 2017, 2018. I was like almost 200 pounds.
What?
And I was diagnosed with cervical degenerative disc disease, and that took me through a whirlwind of being on bed rest and in and out the hospitals and learning about different medicines. So I was trying to get off of the medicines, the opioids, and everything that just had me bedridden, and started to figure out another way to just treat my pain. And that's why I came across cannabis and CBD and making edibles and tinctures. And that led to me going on a vegan journey and losing weight and being extra cautious of what I was putting into my body, which led me to farming. And once I went to this one farm event, I fell in love with farming, and it was just like felt like something that I've always done, and it was just second nature, and it felt like home for me. So I worked under this farmer. His name was Holmes, and he did a lot of community events, and I worked under him for like 5 years, just learning all about farming. And then he went out and did van life. And I ended up getting my own farming track number. And I've had that now for about 3 years and just learning more and more about farming and different farm techniques and finding my own style of farming. And that's permaculture. So, yeah.
Most definitely, most definitely. So, what would you say is like the biggest misconception when it comes to, just farming and being a black farmer, as well? What's the biggest misconceptions that you've heard so far?
Um, One conception is you don't need 100 acres to farm. You don't need acres on acres and acres to farm. You can really grow a lot in a small space. And that's how I started growing in very small spaces, doing more so like urban farming. When I had my shop in Riverdale, before I was growing on what is the farm now, I only had just those front two little patches to grow on, and I grew out on those patches till the city complained about too much growing right there. And I got blessed with that property next door to grow there. And that's one big misconception is like you don't have to have acres or acres to start farming. You can do it right in your doors. You can do it on your kitchen counter. You can grow you some microgreens on your shelf. So you don't need a lot of space to get going and get growing. You just gotta start.
Hey, most definitely got to get started. Got to start somewhere. It's the first step. So it's February. This month we've really been focusing on module two, which is market research and idea validation. Can you share a surprising insight you discovered doing your market research and that really just shaped your business idea?
One thing that has really stuck out to me, I'm gonna say revamping my market research maybe over the past year is that a lot of my clients are between the age of 40 and 60. A lot of my market research also show me that a lot of my clients were male. And a lot of them, my research also showed me that in that age group, there's a lack of energy. And people are trying to get in shape in that age range. So it helped me really kind of cater and hone in on different type of marketing as far as who I'm marketing to, and when I'm doing like my marketing ads, how am I filtering out who's going to see this ad, and so I can get the response that I'm trying to get. And it also helps me to even create more products for that different type of age group, because I have more supplements available now for that, really for all who needs it, but mainly for that age bracket between 40 and 60. People are finding out that they're pre-diabetic or diabetic. So I have supplements for that, or they're low in energy and they're looking for more energy. So I have supplements for that. So it helps me create more products for my target audience.
Most definitely, most definitely. So when it comes to your business plan and your strategy, what do you feel like is a key element in your plan that really sets you apart from the competition?
Um, Being a product of the product, mostly like knowing what my product is and knowing how to use it, and also my story. Like I've had so many different trials and tribulations and so many testimonies that I've been through personally, that what that is the element that sets me apart from other businesses, because no one's story is going to be like my story. So my story is really what sets me apart, and it's my story that helps me sell my products.
Most definitely. I tell people all the time, I think that's, really one of the biggest elements, really having a story and learning different ways to showcase that story. Because, like you said, everybody's story is different and unique. And I think, the time that we're in now is it's all about organic content now. And, it's all about, people falling in love, not just with the product, but with the person behind the brand. And
Right,
it's one of the reasons why we really dove so deep into interviewing, different people in the industry, because I think people needs to hear these different stories, especially the trials and tribulations. I think, most people think it's just be all cool and just, especially with the internet, don't nobody really want to show them tough times. And I think,
right,
the people that is vulnerable enough to be able to show all sides of it, I've seen, I think, they're a little bit more successful in, really growing that audience and growing a fan base. So I think that's super dope. I think, us just doing things like this is super needed, because people, they hear the brand, but they don't really think about the story behind it, and the people behind it. So yeah, so
right.
real quick, I want to talk about financial literacy and budgeting. How did you approach budgeting for your business, and what strategies did you use to ensure financial stability?
Right now, I'm just now getting control of the whole budgeting thing and really trying to put like, okay, this money is coming from this account and it's for business and this is personal and this is this. So I'm really like just now honing in on, I guess you can say, the back end office work of the business. So I try to use like a Google Doc or like a Google spreadsheet where I can separate things now and have things categorized. So when it's time for me to say, okay, I'm going to use this 500 right here for marketing this month, and I want to get 60 sales a day so I can get this much at the end of the week, and just really, really breaking it down like that.
Most definitely. I think that's I think, tracking your progress is super important. And really mapping out exactly what you're going to need is super important. Even if, if it's on a smaller scale, I think it's super important for us to do that. So real quick, I want to talk about sales and customer service. What's the most memorable customer interaction you've had, and how did it impact your approach to sales and service?
The most memorable. I have so many memorable moments when it comes to my clients, because when you are helping someone, like when you are helping heal someone, the impact and the joy you get from that is, it can be life changing because it's life changing for them. So I'm always super ecstatic when I'm helping all of my customers, but I'm gonna say one was, this was many, many years ago. I met a lady, and her ex-husband was going through some very serious skin issues with hydronitis, where he couldn't hardly walk and sit down and couldn't hardly do anything. And this was one of my maybe first or second clients. This is my first time really diving deep into a disorder that I've never heard of. So I'm doing all of this research and I'm formulating this product for him. And when he used it and it worked, and like he was crying, she was crying, I was crying too. Like I was so like just floored of just the relief I was able to provide. And that was just such a memorable moment. And that moment just taught me to always, like, no matter what well, no matter what type of issue the client has or disorder, just to really take my time and just to dive all the way into it and research it and find the root cause of the issue to help better service my clients.
Most definitely, most definitely. I think that's a great tip for sure. I think, and that's beautiful when you're able to see, your product and your service actually change a life and help people. I think that's really the number one thing. That's why I always talk about and ask people, how is people benefiting from your products, your service, your brand. I think that's the number one thing to really think about. So I know I'm pretty sure it's a lot of logistics that goes into, farming and and cultivating natural products. Can you describe a significant operational challenge you faced and how you overcame to improve your business efficiency?
A operational challenge. One would be sometimes when I'm trying to find different herbs and I can't get a hold to them, and that helps me out even more so in farming because it pushes me to learn all the ins and out of that herb so I can just plant it and grow it and harvest it and process it myself. So that is something else that sets me apart because I even grow some of my own ingredients for my products, especially if it's something like that's hard for me to find out on the market. I definitely will grow it so I can always have it available. So that's a one thing I would say. Definitely growing my own ingredients, processing it, and utilizing it for the product.
That's you. Hey, you can't overcome no way, no better way for real. If you can process and grow your own stuff, your own ingredients, hey, you going straight, you cutting the middleman out. I think that's super dope
Right.
for sure, for sure. So when it comes to like legal and ethical considerations, what legal or ethical dilemma have you encountered in your business journey, and what did you learn from it?
Um, One thing, and I still deal with this challenge from time to time, but when it comes to selling CBD products or hemp products and the different wording that you can use and can't use when you're selling a cannabis product. So that was, I guess, basically learning learning the terminology for that field of selling and buying cannabis products for e-commerce. You have to have the verbiage correct or they'll shut you down. You have to be able to submit, like certain documents. If you say you're selling a CBD product, they want to know, where did that CBD come from, what lot it came from. Do you have the COA, certificate of analysis, that has to go along attached with that product? And I remember I literally went through this last year. Square had my account frozen for almost 6 months. Couldn't any money that went into the account just stayed in the account. I couldn't get it out or anything until I went under this whole like little investigation that they did until they said that I was certified to sell these cannabis products, and what was in my products is what I said was in my product. So I'm gonna say that that is always always an ongoing legal area when you're selling cannabis products.
Man, that's a huge one. That's a huge one. I think a lot of people, and I push this a lot, especially with our members, far as making sure that they just checking off all the boxes when it comes to legal and ethical practices, especially depending on what type of product that they serving.
Mhm.
That's super important to really know what's out here because it's a lot of rules and regulations. The government got everything sold up tight, man. So we gotta make sure that we on top of it. And hey, and mastering our business. I think
Yes,
that's what comes
that's
along with
mastering your business, really.
it. Yeah, for sure. So what advice would you give entrepreneurs seeking funding for the first time based on your entrepreneurial experiences?
Seeking funding for the first time showcase to the funder that you are more about your business and it's not all about you, and that you are about the community that's surrounding your business. It's important to show community involvement, have it on your platforms, have it on your websites, have it visible where people are looking you up. They can see, okay, she's active in her community, she's doing this, she was at this drive, she brought her products here, she gave away this, she helped this person. So it's good to show even teachable skills. She taught them this, she showed them how to do this. Show that you are about community and that you are about networking and sharing your skills, not only trying to profit. You're sharing, you're giving, you're selling, and it's a full circle.
Yeah, most definitely. I agree. I've talked to a lot of different, financial investors, different things like that. And, one of the things that, that really stood out to me, especially, with one particular guy, he was telling me about, when he's looking to invest in certain products and projects, he want to know if you're coachable as well. You want to know, if you're open to different suggestions and and change, because especially when it comes to bringing other entities in, I think, you have to be open-minded when it comes to change and adapting. And, and we all got to stay a student to the game, for the most part. So that's super important, as well. So I've been talking about mindsets, a lot. I've been really diving into a lot of mindset books, audio books, and sharing them with you guys. How has your mindset evolved as a leader, and what practices do you incorporate to maintain a positive entrepreneurial spirit?
Um, definitely, definitely meditating. I meditate often. I have to have that moment of, it's kind of like it's really like a lifestyle daily routine. Like I have to, I have to get up, I have to meditate, I have to clear my mind. Like in this moment I'm not thinking of anything, I'm just letting my mind be clear and I'm resting my mind and I'm just meditating. Then I have to exercise, then I might listen to something motivational, and then I'm getting my day going. I'm taking my herbal supplements and my tea, and all of this is for me so I can be a service to my family, my community. Because if I'm not taking care of me, then nothing's getting taken care of.
Yeah,
So that is something that is really important. I feel like entrepreneurs don't do, and some do, but they need to do more. Is spend a little more time on self, taking care of self, so you can take care of your business and take care of things in the community as well.
I totally agree. It's so crazy because I've been definitely meditating more lately. And I definitely see, the difference and, you know, the just how it really just changed your whole mindset throughout that day. This is something that I've been, definitely getting Chrissy more into as well. Just taking on, and I don't meditate for long. 10 minutes. Right now I'm at 10 minutes.
Mhm.
Um, just taking out that 10 minutes to meditate and pray, and speak my affirmations, into the world. Because I think it's
Yeah,
super. Yeah,
most
yeah.
definitely.
It's so crazy because I'm the type that used to think meditation was straight bullshit. Like, can't even lie. Like, I just thought it was just like, some stuff that people just say. And my journey and going into different and reading different mindset books, it just kept popping up, kept popping up. So that was something I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and try it. Why not? What's it
Right.
gonna hurt?
It's definitely not gonna hurt, for sure. It's definitely not gonna hurt. And speaking those affirmations, those daily things you want and those things you want to bring into fruition, like it's you want to speak it. You want to speak it out loud, because there's power in words and there's power in the words you speak, because they carry vibrations, and You just want to definitely speak and manifest the things that you want for yourself and for your business.
Most definitely, most definitely. So, real quick, and this is the last question I got for you. I wanted to talk about pitching and presentation skills because I come from of course a digital media background. Where presentation is everything. What's the most important lesson you've learned pitching your business effectively?
Um, s- Pitching my business effectively, definitely how you your body language. Your body language is something that's very important when you're pitching, when you're speaking. Body language, because it says so much without saying so much. So definitely like your tone and your body language. I would definitely say that, and finding those key points that highlight you within those 30, 60 seconds.
I love it. I love it because I think this is something super important. Confidence is super important, especially when you're pitching, and your body language can definitely say a lot. And I think learning who you're pitching, to and learning your audience is super important as well.
Hmm.
Got to know who your audience is and how to, come at them. I think that's super important. So yeah, definitely, definitely. So real quick, let them know where they can find you at. Let them know how they can connect with you. Real quick, if you're still on the live, if you got any questions or concerns for CC, definitely drop them in the chat so we can, so we can kind of touch on those. But meanwhile, let them know where to find you at, CC.
You can find me on all social media platforms at the Natural Way 365, and that is on Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, and YouTube and Blogger. You can find me at the Natural Way 365 underscore on TikTok. And you can shop online at the naturalway365.com. And if you go ahead and shop today, I have a special for all of our mob members and affiliates and everybody on the line. You get 25% off with the promo code MOB, MOB. Also, you can follow me at the Natural Way 365 LLC Farms on Instagram and the Natural Way 365 Homestead on Instagram. So make sure y'all connect with me on all social media platforms. We have a fundraiser going on right now as well for the farm because we are expanding in Macon this year. So we have a fundraiser for that. That fundraiser is in my link in bio. Please check it out. Just scroll all the way down. It's at the bottom, says donate. Please make a donation. No donation is too big or too small. If you want to make a physical donation, you have some seeds, some plants, some trees, you can shoot me a DM and we can meet up. I will gladly pick those items up from you. And definitely turn on your post notifications because I have events coming up as well and volunteer days for the farm. So make sure you guys turn on your post notifications so you can see when I'm posting all of these events and volunteer days and community days for the farm. Let me shout out. Let me shout out my daughter, Divine Aqua. She helps me out so much. My husband, my number one supporter, Adam, who's helping out with the farm. Follow him as well. The links are in his bios for donations as well. And shout out to the mob, mastering our business.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Throw them fire signs in the chat, man. If you guys enjoy that, man. I always appreciate my sister always coming through, dropping some gems, doing some great things for the community, man. Let me see them fire signs in the chat for CC for sure. And if you guys have any questions or concerns, man, she's gonna stick around for a little bit more longer. I don't want to hold you guys up too much longer, so make sure you guys put those questions and concerns in the chat so we can go ahead and touch on those. I definitely want to leave you guys with another assignment this month. I want you guys to develop a one-page roadmap for your ideal customer. I want you guys to explain your ideal customer's interests, pain points, buying behaviors, and present it, either to your peers, or you can send it to the mob so we can, check it out and get some feedback, give you guys some feedback. But I want you guys to really dive into who is your ideal customer. Because this month, of course, we touching on, market research, we touching on idea validation. So I want you guys to, really dive into who is your ideal customer, who, what kind of pain points they have, what is their buying behaviors, where do they work, where are they from, what's some of the things that's in their background that you feel like that can really appeal to your brand. And definitely shoot that over to us so we can give you some feedback. Again, make sure you guys check out our membership options. We got a lot of different key features when it comes to becoming a member for the mod. Especially if you're a brand that need, video, audio production, if you need social media management and marketing, you need a website, you need a digital real estate. Um, if you're putting together, and want to curate your own events and workshops, or if you just want to host your own lives, we actually help moderate and host your own lives as well, your live stream. So if you need help with really just, tapping into your ideal clientele, your fan base, or whatever social media platform, definitely keep us posted. And definitely make sure you guys check out Mob TV. We will be posting tonight's recap, and we definitely got some recaps from pretty much all the way going back until last year. So it's a lot of jewels that we have on Mob TV. So make sure you guys check that out. Also, make sure you guys check out the Mob merch, man. We got a great virtual marketplace, a bunch of great merch on there. And if you're looking to sell your products on our marketplace as well, definitely keep me posted so we can get your products listed. We definitely want to, just provide another platform for you guys to connect with your audience. Um, Definitely make sure you guys check out our resource center as well. Again, we got a lot of great resources as far as our entrepreneurship unleashed ebook, as well as we got some grants on there as well. So make sure you guys apply, sign up for those skip grants for sure. Shout out to all of our members who actually won some grants through skip already. And they the real deal, man. I love what they're doing for their community. And I think they really one of the best, platforms out here that's giving out grants. Definitely make sure you guys check out our Standing on Business webinar recap. We actually just did one last Thursday, and Mr. Fixie killed it, man. So make sure you guys check out that recap, as well as some others that we have on there. Make sure you guys register for the next Standing on Business webinar as well. He's always dropping jewels, especially if you want to get more into financial literacy, and you want to you need some funding for your business, or if you just need to get your personal credit up as well. This is definitely a platform. He's definitely a great resource to have in your back pocket for sure. And again, make sure you guys definitely contact us if you guys want to participate, or if you know any resources that we can utilize to kick off our STEM workshops. This is something that we've been wanting to do for a minute now, where we're going to have a lot of great events and activities in different cities, states, and countries. And let us know where we should do a workshop, in the city near you as well, so we can put that together. Any potential sponsors, or businesses that want to become vendors or anything like that, make sure you guys contact us as well. It's going to be something great for the community, especially for the youth. This will be all ages as well, because we just really want to make sure we're doing our part to getting people more into sustainability, and knowing the science behind different things, getting more people into technology, engineering and mathematics. So this is how we run our community. You get what I'm saying? So we want to make sure that we're on top of that, because it's not a lot of STEM initiative out there. And make sure you guys check out some of our affiliate partners. The Natural Way 365 is definitely one of the affiliate partners as well. So make sure you guys check that out on our homepage. And you can actually learn more by clicking that button, and it'll take you to their website, so you can kind of check out some of the awesome things that they're doing, some of our products, different things like that. And if you're looking to become an affiliate partner, let me know. Most definitely. And then last but not least, make sure you guys take advantage of our raffle. We're going to be giving away some great prizes, like a free membership, some free resources. And it's only $10 to enter. So make sure you guys definitely take advantage of that. Real quick, throw some. I want to see some. I want to see some activity in the chat real quick on the fire signs. If you guys have any questions or concerns, definitely throw those in the chat as well, so we can touch on those and make sure that we answer any questions that you guys may have. If not, I want to give you guys a few minutes to connect with each other as well. So if you haven't gotten a chance to, make sure you guys post your websites in that chat as well. Make sure you guys post what you do. How are you benefiting the community? Let's go. Let's go. What's going on, my family? What's going on? I see y'all. I see y'all. And again, you guys, don't forget about this month's assignment. I definitely want you guys to dive into your ideal customer. What's their pain points? What's their buying behaviors like? Where are they from? Why should your product actually benefit them? Who are these people? Let's dive into that. And then if you need help, putting together a marketing strategy or a marketing campaign, that's what we're here for. We want to dive into, how can we really connect with these, customers? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. So I appreciate all the love in the chat, man. I appreciate you guys tapping in for another mob brainstorming session. Hey, we back at it every single Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. That's what it's all about. We love connecting, with each other. We love connecting with like-minded individuals. And we're looking to bring some more people into the community as well. We got a lot of great things coming up. We got our hands in a little bit of everything. If you know us, you already know we kind of got our hands in a little bit of everything. So make sure you guys, if you guys know any fellow entrepreneurs, make sure you guys bring them into the fold. Invite them onto a brainstorming session. Definitely if you guys know any special guests that you would like to see on our mob brainstorming sessions as well, definitely send us a DM or send us an email so we can check them out, send them an invite, and get them on for sure. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I ain't gonna hold you guys up too much longer, man. Again, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you, CC, for always getting on, dropping these jewels. I appreciate everybody who tapped in tonight. And it's we're always moving stronger, man. We get stronger by the day, we get stronger by the hour. So let's continue on building up our communities, doing something great. And that's what it's all about, really becoming a servant for somebody else, being a student to the game. It's always something that we can learn, guys. So I appreciate you guys again. I'll see you guys next week. Let's go.